Well, good evening, everybody, from Lion Mountain High School. Tonight, the Trojans have traveled over here to play the Lion Mountain Lady Eagles in the first ever ladies basketball game here in the new gymnasium at Lion Mountain. And so the Trojan gals will be the first challengers over here, and the opening of the season ball game for both ball clubs. So obviously there are no season records yet. Someone would like to begin tonight with a 1-0, and they certainly will, the winner. And for the Trojans, it is a defending champion type of thing over here, as they are the defending Tri-Valley League champions. And for the Lady Eagles, they would like nothing better than to be able to win this ball game, the first in 4 tries, as the Trojans have had the Eagles' number here in the last 3 tries last year, defeating the Eagles each time out. So Trojans would like to seek, or the Eagles would like to seek a little bit of revenge. The Trojans would like to, again, take a shot at the TVL championship. So we'll get the ball game underway here in just a moment, as we have the introduction of the ball players, and we're about ready to go. Brand new floor here, and since it's a new floor and new lighting, I am trying the lighting over here now. So if the floor shows up greenish or whatever, we'll make changes and adjustments as the season goes on. But for now, we're going to see what happens here as the ball clubs get set for their final coaches' comments, and then we'll be getting the opening tip. Nice crowd here for the season opening basketball game. Good crowd here both to see the girls play and also to see the gym. A lot of people here from Lion Mountain seeing where their tax money went, and it looks like it's been put to pretty good use over here now, as they do have a very nice looking gymnasium. So we'll pick up these gals as we go along here now. It'll be the opening tip controlled here by the Eagles, back for Martz. And of course we do know most of these players, that's for sure. Here's Shingara for 3. Off the rim it goes. Rebounded on the far side to Smeltz. Her shot wouldn't go down. Ball tipped out here, controlled by the Trojans. And this is Kelly Dravelbis. Kelly will be a big factor in tonight's ball game for sure, as she always is. Senior gal. Nice pass underneath for Lucas for 2. Amanda misses the shot, and the rebound comes down. It's going to be controlled by the Eagles. Picked up in there by Smeltz, ahead for Martz, and she'll tip it over there for a quick pass underneath here for Shingara for 2. It's good. So Lindsay Shingara gets the first 2 points of the ball game, and it's 2-0 Eagles. And back comes Dravelbis. Trojans coming off a preseason loss. There's going to be a walk called now, as Jen Weaver walked on the baseline with it, and so the Eagles will bring the ball up. Last time out, just Friday night, the Trojans dropped the ball game to the Williams Valley Vikings. Played a good first half in that ball game, but then kind of left it come unglued in the second half. So shot from this wing over here, no good. And on the rebound, let's see, it's going to be controlled underneath there to Dravelbis, and she'll start it up court. The court here, there's a pass intended for Julianne, but out of bounds it goes, and so back with it come the Eagles. Here's Martz, near wing over here, tapped out of bounds, going off the hands of Lark, I believe. We'll set the players for you. Number 23 is Lark out there, along with Dravelbis, Weaver, Papandrea, and Lucas for the Trojans. Long pass over here for Shingara. She'll push it back for Martz. Martz goes to take it inside. Shot from out front, no good. Rebound tipped around in there, controlled by the Eagles, but then the shot is missed, and we've got the ball out of bounds. Must have hit Amanda Lucas, I believe, on the leg, and went out of bounds, and so the Eagles will maintain possession. We're 24 Reed in there, along with Smeltz, Shingara, Martz, who has the ball now. Inside they go with it, tapped away, picked up in here by Martz. Martz with a 15-foot try. It's good. Jill Martz for 2, and Eagles lead 4-0. And back come the Trojans on the baseline here for a pass inside, and out of bounds it goes. It's going to be off the leg of Reed of Lion Mountain, so Trojans will inbound the ball. Played nearly 2 minutes of the first period. Here's Weaver on the baseline. Lost control of it, out of bounds it goes. It'll be Eagle ball. Up with it comes these Eagles. This is Martz. Jill working around out in front. Now takes it inside. She'll drop it back here for Shingara for three. A long one. No good. Rebound comes over here. It's going to be controlled back out here to Shingara as Martz made a fine effort that time to control that one. And the ball's tied up out in front. It's going to be a jump ball called, and it'll be Trojans ball as Weaver that time tying it up in there for the Trojans. And back they come. For Papandrea, blocked in there by Julie. Whoops, hold it. Stolen away again, and on the floor it goes. They're rolling around with it, and behind the head of a spectator, ball still on the floor rolling around. Who's going to get? Looks like a soccer match has broken out here, folks. Hold on. Into the corner, Weaver tries to bounce it across the baseline, but it goes out of bounds off an Eagle. And it's an inbounds pass. Let's see, controlled out here by Lark, more or less. And Stacey will hand it back here to Tribal-Biss for two. It is no, off the back of the rim, no good. She follows her shot in real nice, puts a shot up. She's fouled. Foul will be on Reed. And Kelly Tribal-Biss will go to the line shooting two. Tanya Reed picks up the first foul of the ball game. And Kelly Tribal-Biss will look and see if she can put the first points on the board for UD. First shot, good. 4-1 is the score. And Kelly will try to cut that Eagle lead in half here now if she can put this one in. And here it comes. And it is good. So Kelly Tribal-Biss 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And the score now is 4-2, Eagles by 2. Martz bumping out in front with Weaver. Pushes it over here now for Shingara. Shingara will take it around the top of the circle. Pushes it on the wing over there for Leader. Julie tries to get on the baseline, but she's blocked off in here. Now she has it rolling loose over here. Let's see, it's going to go out of bounds. Who are they going to call this? It's going to be off the Eagles, and the Trojans with a chance to tie up the ball game now. They'll put it in play. 4:35 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll show you the clock here in just a second. Nice pass inside. Spin it over here for Weaver for two. It is in and out. No good. Rebounded. Let's see. Back here for quick outlet for Shingara. And Lindsay could not track it down. It's saved inbounds here by Eagles, but then stolen away by Shingara and hold everything here. They're going to call it a tie-up and a jump, and it should be Eagle ball, and it will be this time. Trojans got the ball on the last tie-up, so the Eagles got this one. And Lindsay Shingara will inbound the ball. Back here it goes for Martz. Jill looking for something to develop underneath. Nothing doing there, so she'll back it out a little bit for Julie Leader. Leader is going to be fouled, and it'll be Kelly Tribal-Biss picking up her first personal foul. None shooting. The Eagles will inbound the ball. Reach-in foul called on Kelly, and Martz will inbound the ball for the Eagles. Back here for Smeltz. And now Martz has it back again. They play it out in front for Shingara. Shingara takes it over to the middle. Now she'll try to drop it inside, but the pass is stolen away by the Trojans, and back comes Kelly Tribal-Biss. Over and a wing it goes. Now under the baseline for two. No good, and the rebound comes down to Shingara. Quickly out, let's hear for Martz. He'll push it over here for Leader. Leader had the dribble get away from her, and underneath the board she goes with it. Back for Smeltz. For three from Martz. No good. And on the rebound, let's see, controlled by Martz. Pushes it back outside here, and it's going to go out of bounds. There's Jen Weaver. Tried to keep it in, but couldn't quite handle that. And Shingara will inbound for Martz. 3:20 left here in the first period. Jill spinning it into the base, put and hold everything. We got a foul called and a hold underneath. Could be on, it's going to be on Weaver, her first, team second. And Joe Martz will go to the line, shooting two. Betsy Wiest into the ball game for Lyon Mountain to replace Lindsay Shingara. for the Eagles. As Martz looks to put her first one in, and she did. It is 5-2, and Jill would like to do that again. And she did. 6-2, 3:22 remaining here in the first period. This is Drivelbiss. Near side she goes here for Weaver. Weaver driving the baseline for two. It's good. And Weaver with a nice drive of the baseline that time, as Betsy Wiest has it for the Eagles. Steps up for two. It's just off the rim, and Leader's got the rebound. Puts a shot up, blocked away by Lucas. Lucas will pick it up and drop it back here for Drivelbiss, who can come down the court looking to tie up the ball game, but it's going to go out of bounds as her pass was a little high, and Jen Weaver could not control that one. So 2:53 remaining in the first. 6-4, Eagles by 2. Smeltz will inbound it here for Martz. Martz out in front. Weaver on her. Over in the wing it goes for Betsy Wiest. Betsy pushes it near side over here. It's going to go out of bounds off Kelly Drivelbiss and will remain Eagle ball. Martz getting ready to inbound the ball. Does so back here, but out of bounds it goes off Drivelbiss. And the Eagles will again try to inbound the ball. This time it's going to be Leader inbounding for Lion Mountain. And again, it's knocked out of there by Kelly Drivelbiss. So Eagles having a time getting it in there past that Kelly Drivelbiss right now. Kelly doing a good job defending on the inbound pass. This time they get it in here for Betsy Wiest. Wiest out in front here for Martz. Martz trying to take it inside, drops it over here on the wing for Leader. And they'll push it back out now for Martz. Martz again looking to go for two. It's good. Jill Martz slams one in that time, and it's now an 8-4 ball game with 2:10 left here in the first quarter. Lark for Drivelbiss. Nearly lost the handle on, picks it back up over there for and a walk this time. That's a tough call that they get, but Stacy that time just took that quick step, and away it goes. Got Herb, number 21, into the ball game for UDA, and Shingara returns to the lineup for the Eagles. Here comes Martz up the court with it. Jill across the timeline, and she'll take it down inside, but lost the handle on it. The ball comes loose, picked up in there by Kelly Drivelbiss, and back she comes with it. Kelly is omnipresent all over the place. Oh, she threw that one away, however. Looked to get Herb over in the wing, but threw it out of bounds and went off a hand of an Eagle. And so Kelly will inbound the ball for the Trojans. Drivelbiss has it back, steps on the baseline, dumps it out here for Lucas for two on a nice play, but it wouldn't go. And the rebound comes back here to Martz. Martz with a head of steam, driving it on. Lucas lost the handle on it, picked up in there by Papandrea. And back comes Drivelbiss. So the quarterbacks of both teams, Kelly Drivelbiss, Jill Martz, attracting a lot of attention out there and turning it over. Here's a baseline pass now for Martz, for Lucas, inside to her, back here for Drivelbiss, and hold everything. We got 3 seconds called in the lane, and so that'll turn it back over with 1:14 left here in a 4-point first period for the Eagles. Here comes Shingara, working it up court. Lost the handle on it again, as out there is Drivelbiss stealing it away. Picked up by the Eagles, however. Betsy Weeks has it. She'll throw it inside. Ball still loose out there. And back with it come the Trojans, and let's see, they're going to throw it away as Herb rolls it near wing over here, but Papandrea was cutting up floor and ran right by that one, as Julianne didn't have any idea where Jess Herb was going to fire that one, so yeah, Jess on the wing there for Wiest. Here's Wiest taking it inside, but pushes it back here for Martz. 43 seconds remaining. Pass blocked away by Drivelbiss, but then out of bounds it goes off Kelly. Another super aggressive move by that Kelly Drivelbiss. And it went off an Eagle apparently, and so Kelly has the ball. Near wing over here. They'll push it on the baseline. On the floor it goes. Picked up in there by Lucas, but then she is going to be fouled. And the foul, I believe, will be on, well, let's see. It's on Shingara. And Lindsay will pick up her first. Kelly Dribelbis to inbound the ball. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ball's blocked away, picked up in here by Smeltz. Smeltz with a head of steam. Dumps it over in the wing for Betsy Wiest. She'll give it back here to Martz, and Martz walked with it as she got tangled up out here. And Jill turns it over on the walk. Got tangled up, actually. Good defensive play by the Trojans there again as they tied up Jill and caused her to be called for the walk. So back comes Dribelbis. On to the corner here for Lark. Stacy plays it back here for Dribelbis. Inside on a nice pass for Papandrea for two. It is no good. Wouldn't go down. Rebounded in there to Smeltz. And Smeltz bringing it up court. Dumps it over here, intended for Reed, but tapped out of there by Amanda Lucas. And so the Eagles will inbound the ball with just 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Time to set up one play and perhaps take a shot. Right underneath it goes for two. Wouldn't go. Return shot blocked away. Final shot, no good. So the Eagles goof that one up at the end of the first quarter. But the score at the end of one, it's Line Mountain 8, Upper Dauphin 4. Second quarter ready to get underway now as Herb back into the ball game. Jess will inbound the ball for Dribelbis. Papandrea in there along with Lucas and Weaver for Coach Shadle. Here's the ball, kind of came loose there. And Papandrea for two. No good, off to the left side a little bit. And on the rebound, we're going to have a tie-up. And this time it's going to belong to the Eagles. So Tanya Smeltz will inbound the ball. Or Jamie Smeltz make that. Whoa. Tripped out here, and they're going to say Jill Martz lost the handle on that one as she tripped over that white line, I think there. Just kidding. Anyway, it'll be Herb inbounding here for Dribelbis. Over wing it goes. Shot from over there by Weaver is good for two. Jan Weaver nails a two-pointer. There's a long pass up court here, but it's going to be stolen away as Herb grabs it. And the Trojans with a chance to come back and tie up this ball game. As Dribelbis will pass it over here for Herb. Herb with a bounce pass off the leg of Shingara and out of bounds it goes. And it'll be Dribelbis inbounding the ball for Upper Dauphin. And that inbound pass tapped out of there by Lindsay Shingara once again. So they'll try to get it in again now as again Dribelbis will try to inbound the ball. Does so this time for Weaver. Kelly Dribelbis over here for Herb. And this court's going to be, or this ball's going to be back court rather. And the Eagles will take over. Well, teams are a little tentative. It's early, very first ball game of the season, so a lot of kinks have to get worked out for both squads. Very important ball game as to how you get the season started, but still a little goofy here as the inbound pass stolen away by Dribelbis. Dribelbis with a quick pass down on the wing over here for shot partially blocked perhaps and then controlled in there by the Eagles. They'll drop it back here for Martz. Quick outlet pass up here, tapped away by Kelly Dribelbis, who is absolutely everywhere on every square inch of this brand new court. Kelly covers it like paint. Oh, wait a minute. We got a foul called. Foul will be on Julie Leader. And now the Trojans inbounding the ball. Inside for Lucas, and there's going to be a hold foul call on Julie Leader, so she's going to pick up her second personal in about 4 seconds here. She will pick up personal foul number 2, team foul number 4, or perhaps 5, I'm not sure. Julie's got 2 of them, I know that. And Dribelbis will inbound the ball. On the inbound pass is tapped out of there by Smeltz. Janine got a, or Tanya Reed rather, was it? No, I think it was Smeltz. Anyway, turnaround shot by Lucas, blocked and right into the hands of Shingara. And Lindsay coming up the court with it. She's double teamed. They'll get it over here for Leader. And now Jill Martz has it. They'll swing it there for Leader. Julie starting down the wing, takes it inside, stop and blocked away. And up with the ball comes that Kelly Drybovich. Kelly will swing it down the wing. Takes it all the way underneath and pushes a shot under there. No good. Rebound comes back out here for a shot by Drybovich that wouldn't go. And on the rebound, it goes on the floor, and they're going to call it a jump. It'll stay down here for UD this time. And Kelly will inbound the ball. Does so right underneath it goes, and a foul called as Lucas goes up for the shot. She's nailed. And Amanda will go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on number 24, Reed, her second. And Amanda Lucas missed her first one, and she'll try for a second one. And it is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down here. It's going to be controlled underneath to the Trojans. Let's see. Well, who's got it? It's going to be stolen away, and then a foul will be called. This time Amanda Lucas will pick up the foul as she kind of tripped up Julie Leader. And into the ball game comes Stacy Lark. She will replace Amanda Lucas for Coach Shadle. And Eagles will inbound the ball. Here's Leader, Julie, with Weaver guarding her out there for Martz. Martz push it near side over here for Shingara. And Lindsay takes it out in the front of the circle for Jill Martz. Tapped away in there by Drybovich. Drybovich with a little bit of trouble that time, and it's going to be picked up in there by Shingara, but she will go for the walk then. Again, Kelly Drybovich really aggressively going after the basketball no matter where it is, and just got tangled up that time across a couple of Eagles. Here's Weaver, and that's going to be tapped out of there as Jill Martz makes a good play for the Eagles. And it will be Drybovich inbounding. This is Stacy Lark dropping it for Kelly Drybovich. Kelly has an opening, takes it into the middle, and then a foul is going to be called. And that might be on Leader. If it is, it'll be her third. We'll see who the call is on. It is, and Julie Leader picks up her third personal foul of the ball game with 5:27 left here in the first period, and she's going to have to take a seat now as Betsy Wiest comes into the ball game to replace Julie. And Herb getting ready to come back in, or rather, not Herb. Let me see who this is. 15. Danielle Lanker into the ball game for the Trojans. Here's Lark. Back here for Drybovich. Over the wing it goes. This is Lanker. And let's see, the ball came loose. Now it's ahead here for Jill Martz. She'll push it over here for Lindsay Shingaran. Lindsay will track it down for Jill Martz. Inside it goes here for Smeltz. Smeltz looking for 2, wouldn't go. High off the board it goes, and a foul will be called on Reed, I do believe. We'll see. Foul was on Tanya Reed of the Eagles, and that was her third and the team's 7th. So between Tanya and Leader, they've got 6 of the team's 7 fouls now, but it's going to send Papandrea to the foul line shooting a 1-and-1 as it was the 7th foul. And so here's a lead pass ahead here for Wiest, and Wiest looking for 2, no good. Return shot put up there by Shingara, wouldn't go. And on the rebound, we've got Lanker picking it up here, and she'll drop it back for Drybovich. Kelly Drybovich near wing over here for Lanker. And back to Kelly Drybovich on the wing, on the baseline rather, for 2. It is in and out, no good. On the rebound, let's see. It's going to be controlled in here by the Eagles eventually as Martz has it. She's tripped up. The ball on the wing. Here's Papandrea and a foul call. The foul will be on Smeltz, number 44. And that's going to send Julianne Papandrea to the line again, shooting for the Trojans. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. A very low-scoring ball game. 8-6, the Eagles by 2, and Julianne will be shooting 2 to see if she can tie this game up. First shot, good. 8-7. And the second shot is no good, and the rebound comes down there to Smeltz. Smeltz picked up her first personal foul just a moment ago, and this is Jill Martz. Martz will circle out in front with it with Kelly Drabelvis on her. Looping it inside here now for Smeltz. Back to Drabelvis. Here's Shingara. Or back to Martz, I mean. Kelly's all over the place. I got her confused with the gold team now. Anyway, inside it goes. Turnaround shot for two. High off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Lucas. And the Trojans with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in the ball game as they trail by one. Lanker is pushing it over there, but the ball out of bounds, and then back it comes here for Drabelvis. She battled out there for it, but throws the ball away here for Shingaran, and Lindsay will walk with it. So we've got 3:46 remained in what's becoming a very sloppy ball game, and the Trojans will inbound the ball. Drabelvis to inbound for UD. Underneath it goes, but it's tapped away in there, and a jump, and it will be Eagle ball. 52 in there for the Eagles is that Megan Miller. Gashevsky not in the lineup tonight for the Eagles, and on the inbound pass is picked up by the Eagles, and back with it comes Martz. Martz looking to take it underneath, stops, pushes a shot up, and they're going to call a walk as it is blocked in here nicely by that Lucas. Amanda doing a good job that time with the block underneath, and timeout's going to be called by the Eagles. 3:35 left here in the first half. It's 8-7, Eagles by one. Eagle timeout is over, and the Trojans inbounding the ball here now. This is Kelly Drabelvis with it for Upper Dauphin. Near wing over here for Lark. Lark will push it into the corner for Lucas. Back out here for Drabelvis. Kelly Drabelvis will take it over in the wing, passes it over there, but it's stolen away. Let's see, the ball is on the floor, and they have a hold foul called. This time the foul will be on Weaver, I believe. No, it's not. It's on number 12. Yeah, it is on Weaver, yeah. Jen picks up the foul. And Martz will try to inbound it. She does so here for Betsy Wiest, and Betsy spins around out around the center court line and then lost the handle on it, and a foul's going to be on Weaver, and Jen's going to pick up her second in about the last 10 seconds. So not good for Jen, and she picks up personal foul number 2, team foul number 5. And Martz will inbound the ball. Inbound pass tapped away, recovered in there by the Eagles, or by the Trojans rather. And back comes Drabelvis. Kelly pushes it here for a pass inside and a block in there, and they're going to call a jump, and this time it's going to stay UD ball. Block made in there by that Megan Miller, number 52 of the Eagles. And again, Kelly Drabelvis will inbound the ball. This is Lanker in the corner with it. Lanker tries to drive the baseline. She'll push it out front here now, but it's going to be tapped away by Betsy Wiest, and Drabelvis goes back for it for the Trojans. Into the corner. Here's the shot for 2. It is good. Amanda Lucas from 7 feet out on the left baseline gives the Trojans their lead for the first time in the ball game. It's now 9-8. Here's Martz with it for Wiest. 9-8. Here's Miller. Megan dumping it inside here on a nice pass, but a blocking foul will be called on Lark. And that's going to send Jamie Smeltz to the line, shooting 2. Jamie Smeltz shoots her first of 2. And it's no good. So Jamie gets a chance to tie up the ball game here if she can put her second one in. For Stacy Lark, it was her first personal foul. And here is Smeltz's second try. That's short. Off the front it goes. Controlled in here by the Trojans. And back comes Drabelvis with 2:10 left here in the first half. Kelly pushing it over there for Lanker. Near wing over here. She'll throw it away. Looking for Stacy Lark. But out of bounds it goes. And so the Eagles with a chance to regain the lead now. Trailing by 1. Inbounds pass play heavily defended by the Trojans, and they're going to say it went out of bounds are going to give them a chance to inbound it again. And we'll see what happens this time. It's really heavily defended by UD. They'll loop it inside here. It's tipped loose and a reach-in foul called on Martz. And that'll be her second. And that will send Kelly Dribobis to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Kelly at the line to shoot her first of a 1-and-1. Foul was on 44. Okay. First shot is no good. Rebound tipped around in there. Let's see. Controlled by Kelly Dribobis. Who else? Kelly bumps inside, and they're going to call a walk that time as Kelly bumped, but couldn't quite control her foot that time and stepped out for a walk. So again, if the Eagles can get the ball in, they'll be looking to take the lead one more time as this game goes back and forth. Shingara's got it, picks it up court. She'll come with it as Lindsay will take it over in the right wing. Here inside it goes to Smeltz. Smeltz takes it to the hoop, drops it off over here for Megan Miller, and Megan Miller for 2. And it gives the lead back to the Lyon Mountain Eagles, now 10-9. Shot from the side by Lenker, no good. On the rebounds, controlled in there by Megan Miller, and a hold foul. Going to be called in here on Amanda Lucas, I believe. We'll see. Yeah, it will be Amanda Lucas picking up the foul. And for Amanda, that is her second. But for the team, it's the 7th. And so that's going to send Megan Miller to the foul line for the Eagles, shooting 1-and-1. 1:32 remaining in the ball game. Show you the clock as soon as this shot is taken. It is no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be tipped around in there, controlled by Dribobis, who takes it all the way in for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound tapped out of there. It's going to be off the Trojans as Herb made an effort that time, but knocked it out of bounds. So with 1:25 left here in the first half, we'll see what we can do in a minute and a half. Out of bounds it goes on a good play by Papandrea. Julianne knocking the ball out of there. And let's see, we've got number 22 coming in there to replace Lucas. And 22 is Adrienne Klinger into the ball game for UD. Pass back here, but it's going to be tipped away. Here comes Martz looking for 2. It is good. So Jill, with the steal on the other end of the court, takes it all the way coast to coast and makes it a 12-9 ball game. Now the Eagles back on top by 3. Near wing over here, shot from outside, short. And let's see, it's going to be controlled inside to Papandrea for 2. It's good. Julianne Papandrea makes it a 1-point ball game again, and back with it comes Wiest. Here's Wiest looking for 2. It is good. So they're running and gunning now as teams travel up and down the court. And here's Dribobis inside on the wing over here. They'll look for Lark on the baseline, back outside here now. Nice pass for Papandrea. Julianne will drop it back for Dribobis. Dribobis looking for 2. That's short. Maybe partially blocked. And let's see, we got 30 seconds remaining now as Wiest winds it down the wing. Pass underneath here for Martz, but Jill steps back for 2. It's 3. Martz with a pretty much impossible shot falling down on the left or the right wing over there. And it's now a 17-11 ball game, the biggest lead of the night for either club, as the Eagles have opened up a 6-point margin. Here's a shot from outside by Klinger. Just off the mark it goes. Rebounded in here to Bestie Wiest. 4 seconds remain. This ball is going to elude everybody, I think. Yep, as it will go out of bounds, and that ends the first half. So the Eagles with a 6-point lead here now at the end of the first half. It's 17-11. Low scoring ball game to say the least here now. And well, as a child of 3 can easily see, the teams are back on the floor and we're ready to go here now. The second half action, and there better be more action, I think, here in the second half. But both coaches have to be a little dissatisfied with the amount of scoring production in the first half. Having a 17-11 ball game. Here's a steal made in here by Klinger, and back here for Lark for Dribobis. Steps up for 2. It's good. So Kelly Dribobis begins the second half by scoring 2 points for the Eagles, and here's a ball tapped out of there by Amanda Lucas as Julie Leader tried to hit Smeltz underneath, but or rather Reed underneath, but bumped out of there. And so it'll be Martz inbounding the ball for the Eagles. Right over here for leader. In front it comes, and a walk will be called on Smeltz as she took off a little bit too early that time. Janine called for the walk. 17-13, 4-point lead for the Eagles. Tribal Biss and hold it. She walked that time as Kelly skidded to a halt that time instead of getting her foot planted, and she was called for the walk. So Janine Smeltz will inbound it here for Martz. Martz takes off down the right wing side, tries to ride it inside on Lucas, bounces it underneath for a shot, no good. On the rebound, Martz has got it. Her turnaround bucket is good. 19-13, Eagles again by 6. Tribal Biss on the wing. Here for Kelly. There's Papandrea. Inside they go with it, and the shot blocked away in there off the hands of Klinger, but recovered by UD. Here's Lark for 2. It is no good. On the rebound, controlled in there by Smeltz. She'll outlet it quickly up here for leader, but stolen away by Tribal Biss, who comes up the court quickly. Fires one down here. Underneath it goes. Here's Lark for 2. Wouldn't go, and the rebound comes down to Reed. And Reed stepped on the end line over here. Clearly marked. Big blue stripe here. I hope it shows up blue on the video. Anyway, and back with it comes Kelly Tribal Biss. Over in the wing for Julianne Papandrea, but the ball is loose on the floor. Fought for underneath there as Lucas and Reed fight for it. And it's going to stay UD ball. 6:30 left here in the third period. Underneath it goes, shot blocked away and picked up in here by Smeltz, and she'll fire it ahead here now for Smeltz. Over the wing she goes with it. Here's Shingara setting up for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, it comes down to Lucas, and Amanda with a head of steam up over the timeline, dropping it for Lark. And Tribal Biss with it. Over the wing, Papandrea and Tribal Biss play with it. Back to Kelly. Kelly looking to dump it inside. Right underneath it goes, shot no good. Rebounded over there by Smeltz, and then a walk called on Reed, rather. She was tied up in there. And the ball inbounded here for Lark. Pass blocked, but picked up over there by Lark. Inside, she'll throw it away. And back with it comes Smeltz. Smeltz looking to drop it here for leader. Leader back out in front. This is Martz. Jill with Tribal Biss on her. Tribal Biss with a near steal, and it is stolen, and Kelly Tribal Biss caused that as she blocked the pass from Martz, and Kelly looking for 2. It is no good. On the rebound, let's see who's got it. Foul's going to be called. We've got a hold called underneath, and I think it's going to be on 25. 25, who the heck's that? Foul's on Kelly Tribal Biss. Kelly picks up just her second personal foul of the ball game, so Kelly not in trouble as at this moment, as leader will bring the ball up court for the Eagles. Inside it comes here. Here's a shot blocked away. Return shot blocked by Lucas, and Lucas will pick it up for the Trojans. A nice block in there by that number 41 Amanda Lucas. And back comes Kelly Tribal Biss. Over the wing she goes. Back for Kelly Tribal Biss, and Kelly's going to see this one go backcourt as it went off her foot. So they'll turn it over. Eagles will inbound the ball. Martz going to, no, it's going to be Shingara inbounding the ball for the Eagles. For Martz. Martz with Kelly Tribal Biss chasing her, drops it over here in the wing. And let's see, it's going to come back here for Julie Leader. She'll go in the baseline with it, and a foul called. Blocking foul will be called on Amanda Lucas, and for Amanda, it's probably about her second or third. We'll see. 5:02 remaining here in the third period. And Amanda Lucas picks up her third, so not good for Amanda. Shingara on the baseline, pushing it underneath here for a shot by Reed. No good off the bottom of the bucket. And back with it come the Trojans. Kelly Drabobis has Lark on the left wing, goes over in the right wing to Papandrea for two. It's just a little bit short off the mark, and on the rebound, let's see, controlled in here to Leader. Leader with a big lead pass here for Martz, and Jill, turnaround shot, good. Jill Martz for two. 21-13, Trojans now by 8, and again, that is the biggest margin of the ball game for either squad. Near side here, here's Lark for two. No good. On the rebound, let's see. Controlled in there by, well, who's got it? It's going to be Shingara picking it up. Back for Leader. Leader with a quick outlet pass up here for Reed. Reed walked with it as she took the pass, but couldn't get the balance on the feet. And so we've got 4:07 remaining here in the third. And 21-13 Lyon Mountain. Joanna Ewer and Jess Herb check into the ball game for Upper Dauphin. They're in along with Papandrea, Lark, and Drabobis. There's a pass inside for Joanna Ewer. Joanna stopping and popping, but out of bounds. It goes off the block of an Eagle. And so it will remain Upper Dauphin ball, as Drabobis will inbound the ball. Back it comes to Lark. Stacy going to take it in, has the ball come loose, and it's going to be tied up. And it will be Eagle ball as Julie Leader, or Jen Leader. Julie Leader, yeah. Ties it up, and Smelt's coming back with it, but out of bounds it goes as Tonya could not handle that one. Or Janine got these guys mixed up. Well, I haven't seen these guys lately, but anyway, okay. Pass inside, unexpectedly picked up in there. The shot put up, it is no good. Return shot by Lark is good, so Stacy cuts it down for two. Here comes Julie for two. It is no good. Julie is fouled by, let's see, number 21. And that's Herb. And she picks up her first. And Julie Leader will go to the line, shooting two. 3:26 remaining there. You see at the top of your picture. In the third, that is. Leader's first shot is good, 15-22. It's a 7-point margin. And if Julie puts this one in, it will give the Eagles their lead back to 8, and she did not. Rebound, let's see, tipped around inside. It's going to go out of bounds off Joanna Ewer, and so the Eagles will retain possession down here as Jill Martz gets ready to put it in. Herb checks out of the ball game for UD as the pass goes over here to Betsy Wiest for Shingara. Here's Martz. Martz will take it down the lane, spins it around once or twice, puts a shot up, wouldn't go. Rebound comes back over here. Martz has it for the Eagles. She'll try it again. It's good. Jill Martz zips another bucket in there for two more. It's 24-15 with 9 minutes, or 9-point margin rather, here in the ball game. It's a nice pass underneath to Papandrea, but she is fouled, and she'll go to the line shooting two. Foul was on Lindsay Shingara, her second, and Julianne Papandrea missed her first one. Oh, she'll try to do that again. Oh, she'll try to make this one, but here's her second try. It is no good on the rebound. Comes down in there, and let's see, Joanna Ewer tied it up nicely underneath there, but there's going to be a foul called on Ewer as she hacked trying to get that rebound, so she will pick up the personal foul. It'll be her first, the team's fourth. Here's Betsy Wiest, gets her own pass back again as it was blocked away in there by UD. And Martz with it. Martz will take it down the lane, puts a shot up and in, good. So Jill Martz showing that she can drive the lane now. And it's 26-15, the Eagles by 11. Pass inside, tapped away. Here comes Martz with it. Martz looking, dumps it right over here, and a pass and a shot is good. And Reed will go to the line after a nice pass from Jill Martz, and Reed to the line shooting two, and that makes it a 28-15 ball game with 2:24 remaining here in the third. And it will be Tanya Reed, after the timeout, going to the line to shoot one to get 3. Okay, the Trojan timeout is over, and it'll be Reed at the line shooting 1 to get 3. Finishing off her 3-point try, and here it is, and it is no good. On the rebound, comes down here to Ure, and she'll drop it back here for Stacy Lark. Stacy will carry it up court for the Trojans. Over the wing she goes with it. Here's Drabelvis taking it on the baseline. Ure for 2. It is no good, off the mark. Rebounded over there by Jen Weaver, and then out of bounds it goes, but they're going to say it went off Lindsay Shingara. And so it will remain UD ball. Here's Drabelvis for Lark. They see out in front. Pushes it here for Kelly Drabelvis. Kelly looking for something inside. Pushes it inside, but it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say that Juliana Papandrea lost that one. Julianne couldn't quite hang on to that pass from Drabelvis, and so the Eagles have it. Here's an inbound pass thrown away and picked up in here by Weaver. Back for Lark. Over the wing it goes. Here's a shot by Weaver for 2, just off the mark. Return shot and a foul, and Julie Papandrea will be at the line shooting 2. Foul is on Janine Smelt. She picks up her 3rd as Papandrea shoots up her 1st, and it's short. It's going to be obviously a little different for the Trojan gals playing over here tonight because of the new look to the building. You know, the old Line Mountain School, some of these kids who played before were a little more used to the backdrop and the baskets and all that stuff, and it certainly has changed. It's sort of like, well, it's always an away game, but it's like going to an away game at a gymnasium you haven't been out at before. So ball scrambling around down here they are, and finally picked up in here by Drabelvis. 28-16, the Eagles trailing by 12, and there's a walk call on Jen Weaver, and Jen does that often, but that's just one of those things, as I said before. You just take that quick step and just kind of, it feels good. If you asked Jen Weaver, I'll bet you she'll say, well, it didn't feel like a walk, but it happened. So anyway, the Eagles will inbound the ball with 1:24 left here in the 3rd period. Here's Betsy Wiest picking it up for Martz. Martz will pass it down here for Shingara, and Lindsay will step back and give it here for Martz. Martz gets tripped and goes inside with it, and it's picked up by Weaver. Weaver looking for 2. It is good. Jen Weaver with a good bucket, and time called here momentarily. They want to know whether Jill is okay, and she says she's okay. And so the Eagles will inbound the ball. 28-18, 1:04. I'll show you the clock next time we get a chance. Here's Wiest, and a foul on Lark. So Stacey didn't want to do that with just a minute remaining here and in the back court, but she did, and it's 28-18 with $1 remaining here in the 3rd period. For Stacy Lark, it was just her 2nd foul of the ball game. For the team, however, they're 6th, so one more will put the Eagles in the bonus as Wiest tries to bring it up court, but gets knocked out of there, and so went off the Trojans, and Martz will inbound the ball. 56 seconds left here in the 3rd. For Wiest, who will give it to Jill Martz. Martz has 18 points in the ball game. The Eagles have 28. So here's Shingara back over here for Martz. Martz again trying to take it inside, but a foul called. A foul will be on Kelly Drabelvis, I do believe. We'll see in just a moment. Yep, Kelly will pick up her 3rd, I believe. We'll see in a moment. Yep, her 3rd with 43 seconds remaining in the 3rd. And Martz at the line shooting a 1 and 1. Jill's first one is in and out, no good. On the rebound, let's see, controlled in there by Klinger, and she'll drop it back here for Lark, who has it now. Stacy pushing it back out here for Drabelvis. Drabelvis, and I think she walked, turned it over. Yeah, Kelly with that big dribble out there in front. Kind of turned that one over. And it will be Dribblebis checking out of the ball game now as number 21, Herb, comes back in to replace her. Shingara back here for Martz. Martz looping it over there for the Trojans, but for the Eagles, but the pass no good. Shot by Martz, no good. Rebounded in there to Weaver. And Weaver will pick it up and bring it back. So the Eagles blew an opportunity that time as they'll push it inside, and now outside on the wing. Here comes Weaver for two, and it's blocked and a foul called, and Jen Weaver will be going to the line to shoot two. Lindsay Shingara picks up her third personal foul as Jen Weaver goes to the line to shoot a pair. And here's Jen's first one, and it is no good. She'll shoot one more. Got 10 seconds remaining here in the third period. I'll show you the clock as soon as this one goes in. It's good. And it's a 28-19 ball game with 10 seconds remaining here in the third period. Looping pass, tapped out of there, and it's going to be black ball as Smeltz knocked it out of there. The Trojans have really defended well tonight on the inbounds pass, causing the Eagles to make some really ridiculous inbound passes. But anyway, here's the clock as it counts down here now, and into the corner it goes, and it's going to be stolen away, and that's going to do it as the period comes to an end. But at the end of three, it is the Line Mountain Eagles 28, the UDA Trojans 19. Back with the fourth and final period in just a moment.
Go Trojans!
Fourth period ready to get underway now. The Eagles, or rather the Trojans, have the ball to inbound to begin the fourth and final period here. And Stacy Lark out there along with Weaver on the wing. This is Weaver. Weaver for three. That is right off the back and rebounded in there by Leader. And Leader will take it off here for the Eagles. Working it up the court. Fires it right underneath for Shingara for two. It's good. Julie Leader, who had all kinds of trouble getting the ball halfway up the court, then finally saw Lindsay Shingara all alone underneath and put it over to her. Here's a shot from outside. Good for two. A nice bucket that time by UD. Here's a quick pass ahead here now for Miller, but it's going to be tracked down in there by Amanda Lucas. Lucas will start it up the wing, and then Amanda will go with a walk. As she dragged her back foot there, trying to get stopped and just couldn't quite make it. So Martz will inbound it here for Leader. Julie has set out a lot of the ball game with 3 fouls, I think it was, on her now. But she's beginning the fourth period here for the Eagles. Martz has it. And Jill looking to take it in, but can't do anything with it. And they're going to now pass it over here for Lindsay Shingara on the baseline for two. No good. Rebound on the far side controlled by Julie Leader. Julie goes to push it inside here for Miller, and Megan Miller blocked out of there, and then they're going to say she walked with it. So the Eagles turn it over with 6:47 left here in the ball game. Trojans trail by 9, coming up court with the basketball. Stacy Lark. Lark will have Dribblebis on the right side and Weaver on the left side. This is Weaver, and she walked with it again. Come on, Jen. Gee whiz. And the Eagles will inbound the ball with 6:42 remaining in the ball game. Again, the Eagles look like they might have trouble getting it in, but now Leader's got it. Leader breaks it back for the Eagles and tries to roll it over here, but Weaver knocked it out of there. No, it went off the hands of Smeltz. Janine got a last tip of that one and knocked it out of there. So the Trojans again coming back with it. The Trojans have had a lot of opportunities here. Here's Weaver for three, I think. No good. Rebound inside. Let's see. Is a pile up. And this time it'll be Eagle ball on the jump call. What used to be a jump anyway. I don't know what they call it now. Tie up, I guess, or something. I don't know. Anyway, here are the Eagles inbounding the ball. Over here for Leader. Julie Leader with Julie Papandrea, a pair of J's out here. And Leader winds it all the way up court, stops, drops it off for Shingara for two, wouldn't go down, and on the rebound they're going to call it a jump, and this time it'll be a UDA ball. So Lindsay Shingara having it tough trying to get a bucket underneath there tonight, and Ball is tied up and comes back to the Trojans. Here comes Lark with it. Lark bounces it on the wing over there for pass inside for Amanda Lucas. She rolled it off the rim, no good, and on the rebound, it's going to be a tie-up as it was tied up in there by Smeltz of the Eagles and Weaver of the Trojans. And on a tie-up, the Eagles have it this time. There's the ball on the inbound pass, knocked out of there. This time, Julie Papandrea came in and knocked it out of there. Julianne plays an aggressive ball game for Coach Shadle. And here's an inbound pass tapped out of there by the leg of Kelly Dribelbis, whose leg must be getting tired because Kelly's been all over this court tonight. Again, as in every ball game. And here is Leader with it. Here comes Julie Leader. Look out, there's Kelly, but the ball comes loose. Picked up in there by Smeltz, or by Reed. Her shot no good. And on the rebound, comes back here for the Trojans. Here's a shot for two, it's good. And that's that Weaver for two, 30-23. Pass here now for a quick one over there for Shingara. Shingara for two off the pass from Julie Leader. So Lindsay Shingara did not miss that one. 32-23, 9-point margin. Oh, a little bit of a walk there as Stacy just lost the concentration a little bit, I guess, and kind of took an extra step, and she knew it immediately. And so the Eagles will inbound the ball. Here's Lindsay Shingara with it, and Lindsay will take it across the timeline and stop and drop it here for Leader. Now Martz with it. Jill takes it inside, bounces it on the baseline here, and hold everything. We got a hold foul called on Kelly Dribelbis, and for Kelly that'll be number 4, I do believe, with 5:08 left here in the ball game. We'll see. It's a 1-on-1 situation as the Trojans pick up their 8th personal foul, and Kelly Dribelbis has 4. Not in this half, but 4 personals, so she's going to have to skate a little slowly, as they say. First shot's good. And Tanya Reed will try to do that again. Her second shot also good, so Tanya goes 2 for 2. Makes it a 11-point ball game, 34-23 with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Here comes Dribelbis sliding to a halt, dropping it over here for Weaver. Back out in front for Kelly Dribelbis. Kelly winding it all the way in and hold everything. A foul, a hold's going to be called on Shingara. And Lindsay, I think we pick up personal foul number 4, maybe. Here is the ball tapped out of there by Martz off the hands of Dribelbis, but Trojans will continue to maintain possession of the ball for Lark. Kelly Dribelbis. Over the wing it goes for Lark. They try to go inside here. There's Lucas with it. She'll spin it over here, but it's tapped away. Amanda's pass a little bit too lazy that time, and here's Leader with it. Leader steps back looking for a couple, no good. Return shot by Shingara, no good. Return shot by Smeltz won't go, but she will go to the foul line, and she will be presumably shooting 2, I believe. Foul was on Amanda Lucas, her 4th. Comes at 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, and Janine Smeltz at the line shooting 2, and her first shot is good. Papandrea out of the ball game, and Klinger in there for UD. Here's Smeltz's second try, and that's short. Off the rim, rebound shot put up, missed, and another return shot put up, no good. And finally, it's taken off there by Dribelbis of the Trojans. 4:20 left in the ball game. Over in the wing, shot from the side, looked a little bit short, and on the rebound, controlled inside there. Well, let's see, the ball rolls around, finally given to Dribelbis, whose shot is good. Kelly makes a bucket from 3 feet out in a lot of traffic. Kelly's shot is good, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line to get 3. Foul was on Jill Martz, her first. Team's 5th. And Kelly's first shot, short. Return shot put up by Lucas, no good, and the rebound picked off in there by Reed, and she'll hustle it back here for Smeltz. Smeltz down the lane, and the ball came loose. Now let's see who's going to get it. Well, let's see. They tie it up underneath there as Lark, Smeltz, and Leader all going after it, but they're going to give it to the Trojans with exactly 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game, and the Eagles with a 10-point margin. In the ball game comes Lindsay Miller, number 52 for the Eagles, or for the Trojans, I beg your pardon. Here's Lindsay with it over in the wing, back out in front. Shot from out there for 3. It is off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded here. Let's see. It's going to be controlled inbounds, and then they tie it up as Klinger and Leader tie it up. And on the tie-up, it's going to be Eagle ball. Martz will inbound the ball for Julie Leader. Leader down the wing, passes it over there for Smeltz. Smeltz will push it back here for Martz. 3:35 remaining in the game. Shot from outside for 2 is good by Reed. Tanya Reed bags the 2. Here's Lindsay Miller from over on the side. It's a little short, maybe partially blocked, I'm not sure. And then a foul underneath as the ball came back to Smeltz. Foul is on Weaver. Jen picks up the personal foul, team's 10th, and so that's going to send Smeltz to the line shooting 2. She will shoot 2 as they are in the double bonus. 3:18 left here in the game. It goes by 12, and Smeltz shooting a pair. Their first shot is good. 38-25 for Jen Weaver. It was her 4th personal. As Shingara will check out of the ball game. Betsy Wiest in there to replace her for the Eagles. And it'll be Smeltz shooting up her second one. And this one is no good. And the rebound comes right back there to Smeltz. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 more. Or Reed, I beg your pardon. This is Reed this time. She'll be at the line shooting 2. Last foul was on Amanda Lucas, and Amanda will check out of the ball game now, having picked up her 5th foul of the ball game with 3:16 remaining here in the contest. And Tanya Reed at the line shooting 2. Joanna Ewer back into the ball game to replace Lucas for the Trojans. Reed's first try is no good. Klinger and Miller out as let's see, Papandrea and I'm not sure who. I think Lark back in there. Reed's second shot no good, so she missed a pair, and the ball's going to go out of bounds off the Trojans, they say. So will remain Eagle ball as Martz will get ready to inbound the ball. Here's Leader, near wing over here for Martz. And this is Wiest. Betsy Wiest will drop it there for a pass underneath. Whoops, push it back outside for Martz. Man-to-man here for the Trojans now as the ball tipped away, and then that's going to be rolling loose inside. Picked up in there by Wiest, and Betsy will go to the line shooting 2 as she is fouled. Trying to pick up that ball right out in front of the bucket. She gets fouled with 2:46 left here in the ball game. And Wiest at the line shooting 2. Everything will be 2 for UD no matter what now, whether you're shooting or not. And Betsy will try her first one here coming up. Or for the Eagles, I mean. Shot, no good. And Betsy will see if she can put this one in, and she did. 39-25, 2:46 left here in the game. Back with it comes Dravelbis. Kelly, near wing over here comes the Weaver, but Weaver walked again. Jen has got to stop that. Have to get her dad to show her how to stop that. Stan knows, he just hasn't told her yet. Anyway, here's a pass over there for Leader. And back come the Eagles. Dropping it here for Wiest. Betsy picking it up. Martz out in front. Leader pushing it back outside here now for Wiest. Wiest will take it into the top of the circle, and then she will walk with it as she couldn't get the brakes on fast enough with 2:20 left in the game. Klinger getting ready to come back into the ball game. She will. She will replace Joanna Ewer for the Trojans. Kelly Dravelbis down court. Over there for Lark. Stacy on the baseline for 2. Ooh, wouldn't go. And on the rebound, it's going to be tapped out of there by the Eagles, they say. So that'll give Dravelbis a chance to inbound the ball again for UDA. Over the wing it goes. Shot from over there for 3. No good. Rebound comes down there and it's going to be controlled by Reed. Tanya will loop it out here now for Martz. Jill across the timeline will slow it down and take it back outside. Pushing it over here, but it's stolen away nicely by Lark. And here's Stacy, and then she has the ball tapped out of there nicely by Wiest. So Betsy Wiest with a good move that time for the Eagles, tapping that ball out of there. And here's a shot by her, partially blocked, I think, and then it's going to go out of bounds off the shot, and so it'll be Eagle ball. At 1:45 remaining in this one, as the Eagles get ready to inbound the ball for Leader. Leader over the timeline with it, and she'll drop it back here, but it's nearly stolen away, and then, ooh, I thought it came back court, but I guess not. Here's Wiest with it, stopping, dropping it over in the wing for Julie Leader. Julie taking it inside, puts the shot up. She's fouled, and that foul is either on Herb or Dravelbis. If it's on Kelly, nope, it's on Herb. So Jess Herb picks up her second with 1:21 remaining, as Julie Leader will go to the line shooting 2. First one, no good. And see what Julie does with her second one. It is good. 40-25, 15-point margin now with 1:21 left here in this game. As Dravelbis up court with it for the Trojans. Over there for a shot on a nice running gun shot, but wouldn't go down, and the rebound comes down here to Smeltz. Smeltz loops it ahead over here now for Betsy Wiest. Betsy Wiest goes underneath with it for Reed. She'll spin it back out now for Martz, and Martz will control it outside with less than 1 minute to play in the ball game. Jill Martz controlling it in the paint, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound right there to Reed, no good. Rebound, another shot by Reed, no good. As that time it was Tanya shooting the ball up under the basket rather than up over the basket, but she got fouled and she'll be shooting 2. Foul was on Papandrea, her first of the ball game. First shot by Reed is no good. And Lanker coming back into the ball game. She will replace Stacy Lark for Coach Shadle. That's Danielle Lanker, number 15. Second shot by Reed is good. And we're down to 50 seconds remaining now as the Trojans bring it up court. Here's Dravelbis over the wing. Now back outside for Kelly. Kelly steps inside and tries to jump it on the baseline with a nice pass. Shot taken in there, wouldn't go, and on the rebound, let's see. It's going to be controlled out here by Dravelbis. Shot from the wing. For 2, it's good. For 3 is good, and that is Herb hitting a 3-pointer. And back come the Trojans as Martz will battle against Dravelbis, and Jill goes to take it inside, but it'll be Julianne Papandrea picking up her second foul and sending Jill Martz to the line shooting 2. Martz at the line to shoot 2. Her first shot is no good. 22 seconds remaining, as it'll be Miller checking into the ball game to replace Reed, and Shingara coming back in now to replace Leader. For the Eagles, Martz at the line shooting her second of 2. It is no good. Well, yes, it is good. Okay. It went in. 42-28, a 14-point ball game with 22 seconds remaining. Joe Martz coming out of the ball game for the Eagles. And back with it comes the Eagles for three. Ooh, just off the heel, no good. Rebounded in there, Shingara. Lindsay taking it down court, pushing it all the way over here for Betsy Weiss, but Betsy stepped on the end line, they say, or else she walked with, I'm not sure. Kind of a high, long pass, and Betsy, when she came down, took an extra hop. 8-7, 6, 5, 4. Here is Blanker passing it back here. This is good. If it goes, it's good. Right at the buzzer, it is Adrienne Klinger sinking one right at the buzzer there to finalize this ball game. But the final score, the Eagles 42 and the Trojans 31. A 11-point victory for Lion Mountain, who start the season at 1-0, and the Trojans drop to 0-1 here in the TVL early going. So we'll catch you later. Congratulations to the Eagles, and the Trojans need to get ready for Thursday night's ball game, and we'll see what happens then. So good night from the Lion Mountain Eagle new gymnasium. Catch you next time. See you, bud.